In today's video, we will see 20 basic formulas of Zoho Sheets. Let's start with our very first example. But before that, let's see how to use Zoho Sheets. To use Zoho Sheets, we will go to Google and over here we will type Zoho Sheets. I'll select the very first option. On top, we can see Create Spreadsheet for free, Zoho Sheet. I'll click over here and our interface will look something like this. On the top, we can see our language. Just after that, sign in and get started. Zoho Sheet is a cloud-based application and it's totally free. Even we can create the account free of cost. So over here we can see get started. When I come down, we can see create a spreadsheet. So either we can click over here or on the top. I'll click over here and now we have to provide email ID, password and our phone number. Once all the things will be entered, we have to click on I agree to the terms of service and privacy policy and we have to click on sign up for free. I have already created my account, so I'll click on sign in and our interface will look something like this. I have already created the video on basics of Zoho Sheets. I'll provide the link of video in description box. Now let's start with our very first example. I'll open the file. Our very first example is sum. This is my quantity and rate. And over here I want total. So formula will be simple, plus or equal to quantity into rate. And I'll hit enter. Now I'll drag this down. We'll come to the bottom and will insert my formula, plus or equal to sum. Bracket open, bracket close. We have to provide the number. So in number, I'll select from top to bottom and we'll hit enter. And we got the grand total. Let's move to next example. SUMIF. On the left hand side, we have got the products and just after that, we have got the total of the products. And over here, we want total of specific product. And for that, I'll be using SUMIF, plus or equal to SUMIF. Bracket open, test range. In test range, I'll select my whole data from products till total, comma, condition. What's my condition? I want total of laptop. So I'll click on laptop, comma, sum range. In sum range, I'll select total from top to bottom and we'll hit enter. And we got total of laptop. Let's calculate it manually once. Plus or equal to, this is total of laptop, plus laptop is over here also, plus I'll click over here and we'll hit enter. And we got 70,000. If I change the product from here, we'll do mouse, enter. Our figures are getting changed. Let's delete this. Let's move to next example. Sum with multiply. This is my sales data where I have got sales of 5 days. And in right hand side, we have got the rate. So over here, I want total. Formula will be plus or equal to sum. Bracket open, bracket close. I'll select sales from day 1 to day 5 and we'll hit enter. So we got sum of 5 days. Now I'll double click on the formula. We'll come to the end into rate and we'll hit enter. Now I'll drag this down. So we got total. Now I want total of all the products. We'll come to the bottom and we'll insert the function or formula of sum, plus or equal to sum. Bracket open, bracket close. We have to provide the number. So I'll select from top to bottom and we'll hit enter. And we got the total. Let's move to next example. Max. On the left hand side, I have got my sales data where I have got quantity, rate and total. And on the right hand side, I want to know maximum of quantity, rate and total. Let's use our formula, plus or equal to max. Bracket open, bracket close. So over here, we want maximum of quantity. So I'll select quantity from top to bottom and we'll hit enter. And we got maximum of quantity. For rate and total, formula will be same. Let's see once again, plus or equal to max. Bracket open, bracket close. Number. In number, we will select from top to bottom and we'll hit enter. And we got maximum of rate. Currently it's 6,000. If I change my figure and we'll do it 9,000, enter. Over here, figures got changed. Let's move to next example. Min means minimum. In our last example, we had seen maximum and min is opposite of max. Means over here, I want minimum of quantity, rate and total. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to min. Bracket open, bracket close. We want minimum of quantity, so I'll select quantity from top to bottom and we'll hit enter. And we got 2. If I change the figure and we'll do this 200, enter. Now the minimum quantity is 32. For rate and total, we will have to apply the same formula. Let's move to next example. Text split. On the left hand side, we have got code and name together. And on the right hand side, we want code and product name in different columns. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to text. We got many suggestions. I'll be selecting text split. Bracket open, bracket close. We have to provide the text. So in text, I'll select my very first product, comma, column delimiter. As a delimiter, I want space. So I'll be putting double inverted comma, space, double inverted comma, close. And I'll hit enter. And we got code and product in different columns. Let's drag this down. And we got the desired result. But over here, bank and watch move to different column. What will happen if I'll delete codes and names from here? We got some error. I'll undo this. Now I'll copy code and product name from top to bottom. Control C or Command C. We'll click on top. We'll right click the mouse. Paste. Values. Now I'll come over here. This is power. We'll do it. Power bank. Enter. And this is smartwatch. Enter. Perfect. So all the things are done. Let's move to next example. Count and count blank. On the left hand side, I have got my employee data. And over here, few employees received their salary and few employees haven't received the salary. And on the right hand side, I want to know number of employees received salary and number of employees haven't received the salary. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to count. Bracket open, bracket close. I'll select from top and we'll hit enter. And we got 7. Let's count it manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Number of employees haven't received the salary. Formula will be plus or equal to count blank. Bracket open, bracket close. Range. I'll select from top to bottom because this is my range. Now I'll hit enter. And we got 3. 1, 2 and 3. Let's move to next example. Count A. Let's see what count A is going to do. Over here I want count all numbers. So codes are numbers. And over here I want to count all the names. I'll be using count first plus or equal to count. Bracket open, bracket close. I'll select all the employee names from top to bottom and will hit enter. And we got 0 as a result. So count haven't given us the desired result. Let's delete this. Let's insert count once again plus or equal to count. Bracket open, bracket close. Last time I had selected employee names, but this time I'll be selecting employee codes from top to bottom and will hit enter. And we got the count as 10. So the function of count works only for numbers and not the text. Now let's see what count A is going to do. I'll delete this plus or equal to count A. Bracket open, bracket close. I'll select numbers from top to bottom and will hit enter. And we got the desired result. Let's come to count all names plus or equal to count A. Bracket open, bracket close. Value. I'll select employee names from top to bottom and will hit enter. And we got the count as 8. So count A works on numbers as well as text. Let's move to next example. Count if. This is my attendance sheet from Monday to Sunday and I want to know total of present and total of absent. So I'll be using the function or formula of COUNTIF plus or equal to COUNTIF. Bracket open, bracket close. Test range. In test range, I'll select my attendance from Monday to Sunday, comma, condition. What I want to count over here? I want to count total present and the code of present is P. So I'll put double inverted comma P double inverted comma close, and I'll hit enter. We got 7 as total present. I'll drag this down and we got the desired result. For total absent, we will be using the same formula plus or equal to count if. Bracket open, bracket close. Test range. My test range will be my attendance from Monday to Sunday, comma, condition. This time I want to count total of absent. So I'll be putting double inverted comma A, double inverted comma close, and I'll hit enter. And we got 0 for first candidate. I'll drag this down. And we got the desired result. Let's move to next example. Average. I have got monthly sales over here and the sales are of different products. And at the bottom, I want to know average. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to average. Bracket open, bracket close. Number. In number, I'll select all the figures from top to bottom and will hit enter. And we got average of laptop. Let's drag our formula to right and we got the desired result. Let's move to next example. Over here we will see 4 things. First will be trim, then proper, upper and lower. On the left hand side we have got employee names and employee names are not in proper format. Let's use the first formula or function plus or equal to trim. Bracket open, bracket close. Text. This is my text. I'll hit enter. We can't see any changes over here. Let's drag this down. And all the extra spaces from the names got removed. Now let's come over here. On the left hand side, extra spaces got removed, but names are still not in proper format. So over here, I'll be using the function or formula of proper, plus or equal to proper. Bracket open, bracket close. Text. This is my text. Now I'll hit enter and we got the names in proper format. Let's drag this down and we can see all the names in proper format. Now let's come over here. Over here, I want names in uppercase. Formula will be plus or equal to upper, bracket open, bracket close, text. This is my text. I'll hit enter and we got the name in uppercase. I'll drag this down. Now over here, I want names in lowercase. Formula will be plus or equal to lower, bracket open, bracket close, text. I'll click on very first name and we'll hit enter. We'll drag this down and we got the desired result. Let's move to next example. Combine names. And for this, we will see 3 examples. Let's see the very first example. On the left hand side, I have got first name and last name. And we want to combine the names. Let's insert the first formula plus or equal to. I'll click on first name and I'll click on last name and we'll hit enter. Our names got combined, but we want space between first name and last name. So what can be done? Let's delete this. Let's insert the formula once again, plus or equal to. We'll click on first name and we'll insert double inverted comma. We'll give space. We'll insert double inverted comma once again and we'll click on last name and we'll hit enter. And we got the desired result. Let's drag this down. Now let's insert the function or formula of text join plus or equal to text join. Bracket open, bracket close, delimiter. What I want to give as delimiter? So I'll be giving double inverted comma, space, double inverted comma, close, comma. Ignore blank. Yes, I want to ignore all the blanks. So I'll be putting double inverted comma, true, double inverted comma, close. In case you don't want to ignore blanks, you can put false over here, comma, text1. So first name is text1 and last name is text2. But as a text1, I'll select both and we'll hit enter. And we got the desired result. Let's drag this down. Now let's see the third example of this. And this will be flash fill. I'll copy name from here, Ctrl+C or Command+C, and we'll paste as value. We'll right click the mouse, paste, values. If you want, you can type over here. Now I'll click just under first name and we'll press Ctrl+E or Command+E and all the names got filled. And this is the shortcut of flash fill. Let's move to next example. Large. On the left hand side, we have got products and total sales. And on the right hand side, we want first biggest number, second biggest number and third biggest number. And for this we will be using large. With max we can get only first biggest number. Let's use the formula plus or equal to large. Bracket open, bracket close. Number list. I'll select all the figures from top to bottom, comma. N. N means which rank I want. I want first rank, second rank or third rank. So over here I want first. So I'll be putting 1. Enter. And this is my first biggest number. Can we drag formula to right? No. As of now we can't because our range is not logged. I'll double click on the formula and will select my range and will press F4 or function F4 one time. And my range got logged. Now I'll hit enter. Let's drag formula to right and we got same figures in every place. I'll double click over here, we'll come to the end, we'll remove 1 and we'll put 2. Enter. So this became second biggest number. We'll come over here, we'll double click, we'll come to the end, we'll remove 1 and we'll put 3. Enter. And this became third biggest number. Let's move to next example. Small. In last example, we had seen large, but over here we will see small. And I want first smallest number. So formula will be plus or equal to small. Bracket open, bracket close. Number list. In number list, I'll select all the cells from top to bottom, comma. N means which rank or which number. So I want first smallest number. I'll put 1 over here. Enter. And this is my first smallest number, 13050. Let's come on top and let's put 10. Enter. Now 10 became our first smallest number. Let's move to next example. Roman. I want Roman of all these numbers. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to Roman. Bracket open, bracket close. Number. This is my number. I'll hit enter. We got M. Let's do this 1. Enter. And we got Roman figure. Let's drag this down. And we got the desired result. Let's move to next example. If we have got sales data and according to sales, we have to give the reward. If the sales will be above 25,000, reward will be mobile, and if the sales will be below 25,000, reward will be mouse. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to if bracket open, bracket close, test. As a test, I'll select my total sales is greater than 25,000, comma, if sales will be greater than 25,000, reward will be mobile. So I'll put double inverted comma, mobile, double inverted comma, close, comma, value 2. If this criteria is not going to meet, I want mouse. So I'll be putting double inverted comma, mouse, double inverted comma, close, and I'll hit enter. And for the very first candidate or employee, reward is mouse. Let's drag this down. Let's come to sales now. If this will be 25,001, enter, reward got changed. Let's do some changes over here. I'll double click on the formula. I'll change my criteria a little bit and we'll do this if total sales will be greater than or equal to 25,000, reward will be mobile, otherwise it will be mouse. Now I'll hit enter. Let's change total sales as 25,000, enter, and the reward is mobile. Let's move to next example. Over here we will see 4 examples. Now, today, yesterday and tomorrow. Let's use the formula plus or equal to now. Bracket open, bracket close. I'm not going to do any changes over here. I'll just hit enter. And we got today's date and current time. And this will keep on changing. Now let's see what today is going to do. Plus or equal to today. Bracket open, bracket close. I'll hit enter. And through today, we got today's date, yesterday and tomorrow. Let's copy today, Ctrl C or Command C, and I'll paste over here, Ctrl V or Command V. We'll paste in tomorrow also, Ctrl V or Command V. Now in yesterday as well as tomorrow, I got today's date. We'll double click on yesterday, we'll come to the end, -1, enter. And we got yesterday's date. Let's come to tomorrow. We'll double click over here and we'll come to the end. This will be +1, enter. and we got tomorrow's date. Let's move to next example. Dated if. Over here I have got my date of birth and I want to know year, month and day from today's date. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to dated if bracket open, bracket close, start date. This is my start date. I am going to drag my formula, so I'll lock my range by pressing F4 or function F4 one time, comma, end date. In end date, I want today's date. So to get today's date, I'll be inserting the formula of today. Today, bracket open, bracket close, will come to the end, comma, type. Over here, I want year, so I'll be putting double inverted comma, Y, double inverted comma, close, and I'll hit enter. So I got 30, means 30 years from today's date. We'll drag this down. In all the places, we got 30. We'll double click on the month, we'll come to the end. We'll remove Y and we'll put M. We'll hit enter and we got months. Now let's come over here. We want day. We'll double click. We'll remove Y and we'll put D and we'll hit enter. And we got day. Now let's move to next and last example. Create drop-down list. We will see two examples of this. Let's see the very first example. So in the very beginning, I'll copy all the product names from here. I have selected from top to bottom. Now I'll press Ctrl C or Command C. We'll go to Data tab. We'll come down, Data Validation. We'll come to right hand side and we'll select Create Validation. New window popped up. Applies to. Where we want to create the drop down? I want to create drop down in column D. So I'll delete this and we'll select column D. I have selected from top to bottom. Criteria is list. I'll click over here. Now I'll paste the list what I have copied earlier. Ctrl V or Command V. And we got all the names over here. And there's no comma after each name. Now I'll come down and we'll click on OK. Just notice my drop down list got created. Now let's see the second way. I'll select from top to bottom. We'll go to Data tab. We'll come down, Data Validation, Create Validation. This is my range where I want to apply my drop down. This is column E. Let's take this on top. Criteria. We can see list over here. I'll click on drop down and we'll select cell range. Over here we have to provide the range. So I have clicked over here. Now I'll select my range from top to bottom. We'll come to right and we'll do OK. And my drop down list got created. What will happen if I'll delete product names from here? Delete. Let's come to drop down list first way. We are able to see product names. Let's come to second way. Over here we can't see the names. Now it totally depends how you want to create your drop down list. I'll undo this. So these were the few examples of basic formulas in Zoho Sheets. I'll provide the link of file in description box. In case you want to download, you can.